Hey, family. Welcome to another edition of Bluecentric Live. I'm lighting incense. And you might be wondering, Blue, why are you starting off the show lighting incense? Because, baby, I went back and looked at the Just Hilarious episode. Was that just yesterday? Yeah. I saw the episode yesterday. And decided I needed to put myself on not a timeout, just I'm going to start more relaxed today. I think when you're traveling, it makes you a little wired. And so there's usually at least a little bit. You guys don't think I have a filter. I do have a filter. And there's usually a little bit of a veil, at least, where I'm filtering things. I wasn't filtering much yesterday. I can concede. I wasn't filtering. Let's see who's in here. I'm going to let the room warm up. Jessie's going to come in at about a quarter past the hour, but I told her to wait because I wanted to do some quick announcements first. Some quick housekeeping. Oh, this incense smells good. I'm a Taurus. A smell good sets the mood. All right, family. So first thing I want to say is somebody said yesterday's live was, I set the live on fire. That the fire emoji is correct. My Gemini rising was loud. I thought I did a great job holding it in. I didn't. I watched it back. I didn't do a great job holding it in. I will say this. First things first, right? The workshop is sold out. If you were hoping to join on thy shift, it's not going to happen in September. However, shout out to the people who booked up the last 5 slots. I thought it was only 2 or 3 slots, but it was actually 5 slots. Because I was like, why do I keep on seeing people signing up? And I realized that there was extra. Shout out to ES. I don't want to say your government name in case you're taking the class in secret. But ES, about 2 hours ago, you snagged the last spot. So for anybody who's like, well, damn, I wanted to join, I need you guys to know that there is a small number of early bird registration tickets for the January class. I will say this. Oh, hello from Boston. I'm actually in a Boston adjacent area. I'm not going to tell y'all exactly where I am. But I always do this thing where if you buy any kind of registration or anything for me early, you save money. Because my mother always told me in this world, you have money or time. So if you don't have money, you always have time. So for anybody who wants to sign up for January, it's $100 off until September 3rd. So the September 3rd deadline is gone for the September class. But for the January class, if you want to join us, it's 20% off. I will say this, though. Guys, please, respectfully, I know how y'all feel about Black businesses. People get real familiar. Do not ask me if I can discount the ticket. If you can't afford the ticket, save up for the way that you would save up for anything else that you want. The tickets are 90% discounted already from my hourly rate. I'm not giving you more than a 90% discount. Love y'all so much, okay? So if you can't afford the class, it's okay. There'll be other classes. All right, someone said, okay, there's a lot of people in Boston in here. Hey, Blue, can you bump up your mic volume? Sure. My mic is all the way up. It might be you, babe. The mic is all the way up. Is there anybody else who's having mic problems, or is that just one person? I'm going to look in the chat real quick. Is there anybody else who can't hear me, or was that just one person? And she said that last live about the discount. Yeah. Guys, stop hitting me out about discounts. I know when you see a Black woman, you expect me to be on discount, but okay, somebody said the sound is good. All right, guys, today we're going to talk about 90% is a lot. Thank you. Can you imagine being in a world, because let's be transparent, right? I don't know what the rate is because I have an automated system that does all my bookings. Actually, let me look up. Have you guys ever seen my website? Let me look up the website now because I don't even know what my hourly rate is anymore. Ciao. Let's look. Let's do a quick little field trip to the Bluecentric site so we can vote together, see how much Blue gets paid an hour before taxes. Will you do Tarot Tuesdays? Yes, guys. More than 100 people asked for Tarot Tuesday, so it will be happening starting September 2nd. So the first Tuesday of September will be our very first official Tarot Tuesday. All right, I'm going to share my screen because I want to see what is my hourly rate. I bitch don't even know. Hold on, let me put this on the screen. All right, this is if you've never been to my website, this is the Bluecentric website. This is the reading page. My hourly rate is $2.75 an hour. Look at that. $2.75 an hour before taxes. You guys, $2.75 an hour, for those who are good at math, is like $5.50 for 2 hours, right? So if I charge $5.50 for 2 hours, how do you think I feel about charging $500 for a 20-hour class? That's actually a little bit more than 90%, right? So for less than what it costs to talk to me for 2 hours, you get me for 20 hours. That's why I'm not discounting it anymore. This early bird discount that I'm giving to September 3rd, that's it. That's it. Somebody said that's actually solid. Thank you. It's simple math. I'm charging you less than 2 hours for 2 months. So that's why I get a little bit offended when people say, Blue, can you take some money off? Girl, so you want me to eat ramen? You want me to have a swollen foot from sodium? Because y'all don't. Somebody said 90% is too much. Yeah, so check it, guys. Thank you for mentioning that. The price is going up in January. So this discount for September 3rd is the last time it will be that price because my accountant and several of my business partners have told me that the 90% discount is a little bit too much. Somebody said $5 for 20 hours. Colleges could never. Exactly. Right. So guys, the price is going up. So if you couldn't afford it before, you're not going to be able to afford it in January either, unless you get it before September 3rd. That's the end of the speech because I hate talking about money with Black folks because people get real sensitive. Somebody said, what is the class for? Oh, so I am an emotional intelligence coach. I have been doing emotional intelligence coaching since 2008 professionally, but I've been working in emotional intelligence since 2003. So 22 years working in this field and about 15, 16, 17, somebody do the math on 2008. Almost 20 years doing it as a course. The course curriculum, the reason why I created the course is because my very first, somebody said, you told the truth, Blue. I might tell you something uncomfortable, but I'll never tell you a lie, right? So when I was working at the Harvard School of Public Health, it was my very first writing job. They hired me to work in emotional intelligence. I had no idea what the fuck that was. I just knew that if Harvard was going to cut me a check, count me in. Funny enough, Harvard found me because I had a website. Back in the day, guys, 22 years ago, blogging didn't exist yet. So I and my other cronies from the old school days would have to create websites where we would post our diaries on websites. Us doing that became so popular that eventually blogging became a way of taking the hard part out and making it accessible to everybody else. So I'm from the pre-blogger days where everybody who was online had to literally know HTML and put up their own website. Somebody who was affiliated with Harvard saw the following that I had, because back then we had Yahoo groups. This was pre-Facebook. So I had a Yahoo group of like 2,000 followers, and somebody saw my writing and they offered me the job. I learned about EQ 22 and a half years ago working at Harvard. And when I was done at that job, because it was like 2.5 years, I was like, it's kind of fucked up that Black and brown people, that people who are not rich, people who don't go to Ivy League schools, I think it's messed up that they're not learning this stuff. So I intentionally took everything that I learned from Harvard and created my own curriculum. So from 2003 to 2008, I spent 5 years creating my own curriculum and testing it out on people. And when I used to work at, what did I study at university? Communications. Like you can tell, I was a communications major. So I was a communications major who wanted to be a writer, but my first writing gig accidentally helped me find my purpose. I thought writing was my purpose. Now it's a little bit more fleshed out. So I spent 5 years testing it out on people for free. In 2008, I was working in a nonprofit in Washington, D.C., and the HR department was having problems with their different teams. And they said, Blue, we heard you've been teaching this thing. Can you do it for our executive team? So I had a bunch of executives, people getting paid 6 figures while I was just like a young academic. They took the class and it worked. And so I kept on doing it at nonprofits. So from 2008 to about 2015 it was only for nonprofits. So I went from doing it for Harvard to then doing it for executives, right? After doing it for executives for 10 years, then someone who I knew personally who took the class said, hey, the gay community needs this, right? The gays were fighting, honey. The girls were fighting. So I had this queer party promoter who literally blocked out a time for me to come into a room full of the LGBTQ community in DC. How you doing? And I taught it to them and it helped them. And I was like, why am I being so niche? And so I started teaching it to the general public shortly thereafter. And that's how we got here. Okay. I have a 75% return rate and 40% of my clients are therapists. What I do is not therapy because therapists take my class. Make sense? All right, guys. Now that we've done the housekeeping, let's get into the show. Today, we're going to be talking about two things, right? We're going to be talking about, somebody said, this is amazing. Thank you for joining. A lot of you are new here, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to be talking about other Black women today. And I wanted to make a statement. Oh, the incense is working because I already feel calmer than yesterday. Because yesterday I chose violence a little bit. Although I wasn't unsafe, right? Our mantra is, even when you're uncomfortable, you're not unsafe. So we're talking about Black women today, right? Black women holding other Black women accountable. I would dare to say nobody else can hold us accountable. There's nobody in the world who can hold a Black woman accountable like another Black woman, right? Especially an equally yoked Black woman. So there's a sense of responsibility that I feel right now where me and Jessie are going to be telling the truth. We're going to be very candid. We're going to be very honest. We're not going to pander to you guys. So if we say something that you don't like, you're allowed not to like it. Just keep it cute and respectful. And though this is not a mudslinging session. Now we're going to be speaking the truth. If the truth itself is uncomfortable, I just work here, right? So we're talking about Amanda Seales first because I feel like everybody and their mother's talking about Amanda Seales right now. And then we're going to talk about AD and Ollie, which I think actually is a great duo because Amanda Seales is one conversation that speaks to Black women who are focused on being righteous and helping their community and feeling like they're fighting the good fight and the blind spots that we can have even when we're helping our community, because Amanda has a lot of blind spots because she's human. We're all human, right? And then we're going to talk about AD. What happens when the desire to get chose makes you make questionable decisions? For anybody who's asked, the reason why Amanda had to be a topic today is because here's the thing. Me and Jessie talked about this yesterday. I had no plan of talking about Amanda. I had no plan. Jessie was like, did you watch the interview? I said, girl, Jubilee is so psychologically unsafe and violent as a platform that I don't feel good watching Jubilee in general. And sometimes Jessie calls AD Little Miss Leave Out. Okay, Jessie's a Cancer. So let's just say I'm a Taurus with a Gemini rising. Jessie's a Cancer. So Cancers. Yeah, cancers are fun. My first best friend when I was 5 years old was a Cancer. So yes, the reason why I'm talking about Amanda, even though yesterday I was like, I'm not talking about it, is because this morning I woke up and went to Threads and saw a bunch of nasty, smug posts that said, oh, Amanda killed it. She ate on Jubilee. Y'all owe her an apology. And I said, excuse me? Yeah, Amanda. Yes, Amanda's also a Cancer. Amanda ate them girls up on Jubilee, so y'all owe her an apology. And immediately, my autistic brain started screaming. Because I hate it when y'all make false equivalencies like that. Would you believe it if I told you that it's possible to be brilliant and still make mistakes? Would you believe it if I told you that it's possible to be really good at what you do and still have blind spots? Why would people who have complained about or vented about harm that has been done to them by someone apologize to that person just because she's good at cussing out incels on Jubilee? In what world does Amanda cussing out a bunch of conservatives who I'm not sure are fully literate mean that those of us with sense who called her out owe her an apology? I need y'all to talk to me like I'm 5 and explain, what are we apologizing for? No, seriously. The fact that so many, Jubilee is a platform that's rage baity, where they pretend that they're having people debate when they're really just trying to get people to have tribe wars. I'm gonna quickly, Jessie's is in the waiting room. Oh, Jessie just jumped out. What just happened, friend? Is she having technical difficulties? Let me see. Just saw you. Mercury retrograde is over. Oh no, what's happening? This incense smells so good. You pop in, then out. All right. I'm going to play this video by my friend Preston. Shout out to Preston. I've known him for like 15 years. He actually had 2 seasons on a show called, what is it? Summer House Martha's Vineyard. So Preston and I, we know each other from our old DC days, honey, because the DC girls like to brunch. In DC, brunching is an actual sport. And we're still very friendly with each other. And Preston posted something that is my first immediate thought. And I want to post it because I want you guys to hear why Jubilee as a platform immediately makes me nervous. Oh, you love Preston. I'll put this on the screen so he can see it. Preston, they love you. Maybe I should have Preston come on. Yes, they canceled Summer House. Why are you so rude? Yes, they canceled it. All right, let me see. Jessie's in here. We're going to play Preston's audio, and then we're going to have Jessie come up. All right.
About
Hold on. There's a thing that happens when you bring somebody to the stage and starts talking. Now, this is just a 60-second video about why Jubilee in general, regardless if it was a man or anybody else, is not the right platform, in my opinion, and the opinions of many people who believe in righteousness and keeping Black people safe.
This is not about Amanda Seals. This is about Jubilee. How problematic of a platform Jubilee is and has pretty much been since its infancy. The reality is it pretends to be a platform that's, oftentimes around genuine dialogue, middle of the road conversations, a space where, people who are intellectual can go and talk and agree and disagree and agree to disagree, but it's not. It is a platform that is oftentimes platforming racist, misogynist, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, imperialists, folks who oftentimes just want a platform to spew hate. You don't change anyone's opinions or anyone's mind. People have the same logic and thought process throughout. And I really want us, particularly in this day and age, to realize what spaces are about intellectual rigor and what spaces are about spewing hatred. Do not support Jubilee. Thank you.
So this is why I don't feel bad that I don't support Jubilee. Now, coming to the stage, first of all, y'all know I love this lady because every time y'all talk to her crazy, I want to fight you, right? I'm not even pretending to be unbiased here. I really do think that we need to protect brave voices, particularly Black women who are in the journalistic or social commentary space, because in this era of anti-intellectualism, where they're attacking the Department of Justice and making sure that y'all are stupid so that you're easier to make into sheep, those of us who cannot be scared, right? Those of us that you can't scare off, you have to protect us. Because if we're not putting our foots on your necks and keeping you honest, then who will? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you my good girlfriend. Okay, my girlfriend, truth teller, fellow Zoe, singing ass baddie, Jessie motherfucking Woo. Hey, friend. Girl. Oh, you look so pretty.
Cause I've been recording my Love is Blind UK stuff. So I'm like, oh, let me just record it all so I'm gonna edit it down tonight and then upload it tomorrow. But
if you do a thing on Love is Blind UK, let me know when that comes out, because I was in my sick bed, sick about what I saw. Sick.
My God today. Chris Colleen, your raggedy ass. You are very responsible for what's going on with the love. People who follow me, they know I love to call Chris Colleen's raggedy ass out. Raggedy. Just motherfucking raggedy. But yeah, Love is Blind UK is on some bullshit this season. The first season was cool. That's where we met Ollie. I did interview Ollie and we're gonna get into that. But
we
this
definitely
season, Yeah, but this season is just mess. But hey, everybody, happy Black Women's Month. Hey, everybody.
I need you to understand that somebody said, is Love is Blind UK worth watching? If you have blood pressure medication on hand, sure.
I think so.
Yeah. I think if they're starting off this messy in the first 4 episodes, which are usually the boring, wholesome ones, it's about to be some mess.
Yeah.
And I hated that the Africans are acting up because the fact that they found one nice African boy. The Nigerians almost had a win. Okay, let me stop. I'm getting ahead of myself.
A nice Nigerian.
Y'all found a nice Nigerian and y'all fucked it up for him. Jessie, before we get into the Love is Blind stuff, because I will tell you, 90% of everything that I pulled up from Love is Blind got copyright stricken. I don't know how y'all talk about the show.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. Ask the people who watch my channel. I've had to copyright strikes. I've fought through it all. Yeah.
Jess,
it's hard.
I'm actually devastated. Not devastated. That's a strong word. I am deeply annoyed that I found so many good receipts and I cannot use any of them. Yeah. I even took the voiceover. I had a video of Ollie and AD fighting, and I pulled up the transcript and did a voiceover. It got a copyright strike just from their faces.
So how you beat that is you play about there's fair usage, and you're supposed to get like, I think 15 seconds. I do 10 seconds. That's what I do now. 10 seconds. And I will speak a little bit, and then do another 10 seconds. That's how I do it. So sometimes it could be a little weird, but I think people who watch my channel, they get it.
Yeah, no, I totally get it now. But before we get into them, we have to talk about the Amanda of it all.
Oh, cha. So
I'm going to start gentle. I just saw your video right before we came on. I just saw your video. How much of this were you able to stomach? Because I can only do clips. Jubilee is violent on my stomach.
You know what? And because I told Blue I wasn't going to talk about this, but I saw so many folks on my timeline talking about it. I'm like, y'all, can we not act like Amanda Seales was not in a room full of dummies? Can we please? Amanda Seales, very bright, very smart, very intelligent woman, very educated. Like, I think if you want to speak on things from an educational standpoint, she's your girl. But it is very clear that somebody down to the Jubilee phone and was like, we're gonna get you down to the Jubilee. And I don't know if they said this to her, but they made sure to put her in a room full of dummies, full of people who could not keep up. Like, as somebody who has watched other episodes of Jubilee, which I honestly don't recommend, when you watch Jubilee episodes, you leave them feeling so
dirty,
brain dead. Like, I feel brain dead. Like, and my favorite Jubilee episode, and me saying favorite Jubilee is insane, but it's Mehdi Hassan. If you ever have a chance to watch a Jubilee episode, watch Mehdi Hassan. Yes, it's from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay. Even that man, I felt bad for him, but he did so good. I mean, online, like last year when people were like, oh, 1 gorilla versus 100 men. Yeah. Literally, Mehdi Hassan was the gorilla. Oh! Mehdi Hassan was the gorilla. And the way he just, I mean,
I want to see.
He smoked everybody. And I mean, he was sitting across from people who were calling themselves Nazis, fascists, immigrants who were pro ICE raids. And of course, the immigrants didn't look like you and me. So but the thing was, he was sitting across from people who had very dangerous rhetorics, but had studied their rhetoric so good that if you're dumb, if you don't know any better, you would leave like, you know what, fascism probably ain't that bad. Like, literally, the people he was sitting across from, they were so well versed in their. Amanda Seales should have been sitting across from Candace Owens. It should have been Amanda Seales versus a room full of Candace Owens. No, instead, Y'all put her in a room with 20 people and only about 6 people debated her. 6-7 people debated her. It was people who never even got out their seat. Kevin was earlier. He was like, "Did you see the pregnant lady who never got out her seat?" Like, it was people who literally did not have the range to go toe to toe with her. So it was a situation where Amanda Seales is the smartest person in the room, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I just feel like if you're watching it and you pay attention, she was not really having a debate because they didn't have no statistics. They didn't have no proof. They didn't have, like, it was just a bunch of people talking out of their ass and their emotions. One radical versus 20 conservatives. What radical ideas did we see? Ideas that we see get struck down. Like, we didn't get none of that. It was just a bunch of
I was confused by that because I went and looked at the topics, because at the beginning she said her premises and Angela Yee actually played them back to back to back. None of them were super radical to me. Everything that she said was mid-tier barbershop talk.
Literally. It wasn't a debate. Somebody in the comment section said, Amanda even said it wasn't a debate. Yeah, it wasn't a debate.
It wasn't a debate.
And Jubilee is supposed to be debate. Like, it's supposed to be like a barbaric debate. Like, it's supposed to be like the Roman Empire, but in words. That's what it's supposed to be. And that's not what we saw here. And then, I'm sorry, like, as somebody who I listen, I'm gonna always give Amanda her 10s. I think she's smart. I think she's very talented. I think she's funny. But using this Jubilee as like, oh, and y'all need to say sorry to who? This girl was just she was just dragging Kamala last week. Literally just dragging Kamala last week.
Yep.
So y'all, this is not what I'm gonna be using. Let me tell you, the only thing that would ever make me be like, okay, yeah, because even when people started dragging Amanda at first, I was pro Amanda. But then as time went by, it's like, nah, sis, like, you have to take some accountability. And as a fellow Cancer woman, I can tell you, Cancer women, we're never wrong.
Jessie, wait a minute.
We're never wrong. No, we're not wrong. So when I see her behaving that way, I'm like, I get it. Because we're never wrong. Like, that's why the times when you see me say, yeah, I was wrong, or damn, maybe I was wrong. That's me really like stepping out of my Cancer cell, my Cancer shell. Because Cancer women, we are never wrong. We're never wrong. Even like, we might approach it wrong. We might approach the situation wrong.
A lot of times, yes.
But in our minds, we're never fucking wrong. It's like, I don't know if that's like a narcissistic thing that us Cancers have, but the thing is, I do have a track record for always being right, though. I do.
Well, the thing is, it's emotional deregulation. So it's not narcissism. It's emotional deregulation. If you can get a Cancer to be emotionally regulated, it's cute. It's real cute.
Listen, one thing about it, even Blue, you said this to me, Jess, you don't be wrong, you be early. And we're going to get into that when it comes to AD. But one thing about it, I don't be wrong, I be early. And I think that that's the thing with Amanda. A lot of times, it's not that she's wrong, it's that she's early, but her approach is for her. What I want her to understand, it's her approach. Like, her critiques with Kamala, they're not totally wrong. But it's like, when you say things like, she's coming out with a book, she's supposed to be serving the community. Bitch, she didn't get the fucking job.
Jessie,
she didn't get the job.
What I love about you is that Jessie has a thing. Cancers are also psychic. And so I've been telling Jessie lately that she's scaring me a little bit. I was in bed in my hotel trying to have a day off. And I was looking at people pissing me off and saying dumb shit on the internet. And I grabbed my phone and was like, should I call Jessie? The phone starts ringing in my hand. This is the third time this has happened. I start texting Jessie, I'm going to do an intro. You have 15 minutes. She hits me up. Hey, yo, I'm going to come in 15 minutes. I said, Jessie, I don't know what kind of hate
I'm telling you. Like, Amanda has a special call, I Be Knowing. That's Cancers. We be knowing.
That is very Cancer.
She's not wrong. The only thing with two things with Amanda: her approach be wrong, and she never she never tells you what she did wrong because she doesn't want to. Because she's never wrong. She's never wrong. She doesn't say, well, actually, here's what I did wrong. See, one thing about me, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, when this girl did I did maybe I was wrong. Tell me, like a lot of times in my video, I'm like, y'all tell me if I was wrong. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you the order of things factually, what happened. And sometimes my viewers will be like, Jessica, you was dead ass. Jesse, you was dead ass wrong. Okay, cool. I was dead ass wrong. Amanda will never tell you when she's wrong, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
She's also I will say this. I do have a third problem with her. I do think that she's incredibly vengeful and manipulative. And I always say this: if I can heal you, I can also harm you. Right? The same doctor who can save your life in a surgery can kill you. In order for someone to heal and educate, they also have to have the same access to causing harm, and they're constantly at a crossroads choosing which way to go. Amanda will sometimes, behind righteous indignation, go left. And unless you're intellectual enough to keep up with her, you won't be able to clock it.
Exactly.
She's a brilliant girl, but I've never been confused listening to her, right? Because we travel in the same circles. When she talks, I can keep up. And I'm always like, ooh, I was with you until that little bit. And one thing I told Jessie off the record, I'm gonna just say it now because fuck it. The incense is burning. I feel good. I don't think it's
wait.
No, it's not about you. None about you.
No. I thought you was gonna say the thing that you told me today.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. No, there's legal reasons I can't say that, bitch. You got a lawyer for me in the back? Girl, I can't say that.
Okay.
No, there's legal reasons I can't say that. The other thing.
Okay.
I love that if I was going to crash out, that you would have had my back, even though, thank God, I would never crash out like that.
Okay, cool.
No. I'm not saying anything that I had to tell a lawyer after this. I'm going to talk about Jessie, don't make me laugh. What I'm going to say is, Amanda has made a lot of videos crying about two things that I think are suspect. Number one, she thinks that people are mad because she's light-skinned and she's smart. She's convinced that y'all just mad that she's smart and light-skinned. I don't want to laugh, but that's such a satirical stance that I'm going to just let that speak for itself. Number two.
She says it a lot, though. She says
it a lot. Y'all just mad because I'm light-skinned and smart. Okay, what happened to all the other light-skinned and smart people that you were mean to, though? Okay, this only works for you. Got it. You're the only smart light-skinned person. Got it. Number two, she's always crying that y'all don't want to invite her to parties. Why can't I get in? Girl, you literally were not invited and you were asked not to come. It was very clear. I don't think it's a coincidence. This is subjective. This is not fact. This is Blue Toulouse's opinion. It's not even Jessie's opinion. I'm going to take the bullet on this one. You don't think it's weird that every time someone is beloved by the same community that she's convinced that she's been rejected by, she has smoke for them even when it's not urgent? Because as the person who's hated for being smart and light-skinned, it's not lost on me that you're real mad about the other two smart light-skins that people do like, Barack and Kamala. And you're hiding behind real critiques, but I think the saltiness is more personal. Because something we wrote on threads, y'all just, what did they write on threads? Something to the effect of, y'all need to leave Amanda alone and get over it and sit this one out because it's giving mean girl energy. Hold on. How are we supposed to apologize to her if we're supposed to leave her alone? Which one is it? Are we supposed to apologize for old shit or leave her alone? Number two, you're telling us to get over it. Let me read some numbers to you because fuck opinion. Let's look at numbers. First number is 200. Hold on. What's the number? 285. Guess what 285 is, Jessie? How many days since Kamala has conceded that she is not president?
Bruh.
So in 285 days, Amanda couldn't let shit go. Another number for you guys to look at. 3,132. Guess what that number is? How many days since Barack Obama was no longer president?
And she still be on Barack's ass.
8 years and 7 months. This woman is cussing out her fellow intellectual light skin who has not been in power for 8 years and 7 months, but we're the ones who need to get over it.
May I interject?
Hit it.
I want y'all to tell Tamir Rice's mother, to get over it. I would love to see y'all do that.
Oh, I'm on.
See, the way also so many people are giving Amanda grace, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I think Black women deserve grace. I do. Black women deserve grace. But Amanda doesn't have grace for other Black women.
Nobody.
She doesn't have it. She still has never apologized to Tamir Rice's mother for what she said.
Yeah.
She went on the Shannon Sharp show and doubled down on disrespecting that lady.
Yeah.
So again, when y'all are saying we owe Amanda Seales an apology, for what exactly? Don't get me wrong. Like, is it nice that she didn't get invited to this party or she was thrown out to this other party? Is it nice? No. But what's also not nice is that all these people have felt that you treated them a certain way, and their feelings are valid too, just like your feelings are.
Yeah.
She constantly rides Issa Rae. I'm pretty sure Issa's somewhere thinking that that's not nice either, especially Issa, who started with you on her YouTube, then moved you over to HBO. That, like, so it's like we want to see. Let me speak for me. I love seeing people have grace for Amanda.
Yeah.
Black women deserve grace.
I've had grace for Amanda. I've caped for her several times when she was actually correct. I've caped for her.
Same.
Yeah.
But I want to see her have grace for other Black women too. I think if Amanda would tap into that, I think things would change for her.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
really do.
I would be so relieved.
I really do.
In another world where she's gotten therapy, we could be friends. But this version is not safe. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Oh, I might get in trouble because this is feeling like I was supposed to be bad cop. You're supposed to be good cop. But I'll just be bad cop. It's fine. 80% of the victims of Amanda Seales that I know personally are other smart Black women. And it's just very weird to me that the reasons why we're supposed to be giving her grace are the very demographic of people that she likes to attack the most. So everybody that I personally know who she's caused harm to is also an intelligent Black woman. Somebody wrote under Jessie's post, Amanda's problem is she's always the smartest person in the room. What room are you speaking of? It must only be Jubilee.
I'm telling you.
That's not true. That's not true.
And here's the thing. Book smart is one thing. Life smart is another, y'all.
There's other forms of intelligence.
Life smart is another. I'm going to tell y'all, somebody who I've watched from a distance, Pretty V. I've watched this girl work rooms in ways that I don't even think she understands that she can work a room.
Ooh.
Literally. Like, Pretty V will get on her Instagram and dance on the table and act stupid.
She's fun.
Act stupid for y'all. But that girl is very smart behind closed doors. Very smart. Very life smart. Knows how to interact with folks. Knows how to, be humble yet honoring another person. That's something I've watched her do from afar. And I'm just like, everybody don't know how to do that. Some people walk into a room and they gotta be the smartest one. Everybody gotta approach them. Yep. They not approaching other people. And that, like, in this like Hollywood thing, baby, everybody got an ego, boo. So don't nobody got time for you coming in this room acting like you better than everybody.
I agree. And I will say this too, Amanda. I hope you heal. You are brilliant. When you were getting attacked by all the publications, I was actually on the front line saying, hey guys, let's not dogpile.
Same.
So this is not about us dogpiling. We're actually the minority, because I will say this, and I'm going to say it with as much self-awareness as I can, despite my tism. Some of you are a lot more easily impressed than the rest of us. And she did eat at Jubilee, but y'all act like it's steak. For me, it was SpaghettiOs. Right? So... Look, man, look. I've actually been tested for being gifted and autistic. I didn't self-diagnose, even though that's valid. I've actually been tested, okay? So I'm just going to say, I understand why y'all are clapping for SpaghettiOs. I get it, but y'all not going to convince me it's steak, because I can read too. And what? It's the tism, Jessie. Okay. I can read. Y'all real easily impressed. What did I say yesterday on the live? I said yesterday on the live, not everybody is qualified to give feedback.
Whew.
Okay?
Bitch, I would never want to argue with your ass.
Nice person.
Life note, never argue with this bitch.
It's the tism. I'm telling you, I'm like, oh, y'all was okay. I guess that was impressive. Okay.
God.
And mind you, I'm actually being sincere. I'm not being
No, I
salty.
know.
Y'all just made me realize today that my bar is higher than I thought. And here's the thing though, even though my bar is higher than I thought, I don't think I'm better than anybody who thought that what she did was as impressive as y'all seem to think it is, right? I personally know several people who could do the same thing that she did, and it doesn't take away from the fact that she did it. I'm going to say this though. It is always dangerous to think that you're the smartest person in the room, because what I've always learned is if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Because what are you going to learn?
Hello.
It's not a flex that she's the smartest person in the room. That means you're a dummy socially. Only social dummies are always the smartest person in the room. Anybody with fucking sense doesn't want to be the smartest person in the room. Because why the fuck am I here? What am I learning?
Hello.
So yeah.
Y'all
can clap if y'all want. I'm not going to be a hater. I'm also not going to pretend that this shit is moving me the way it's moving everybody else.
No, it didn't move me like that either. I honestly think that they played with her fucking time. I think that Jubilee knew it would get clicks and knew that, I mean, Jubilee is rage bait, period, but they knew.
It was a cheap win.
It's a cheap win, but they knew that Amanda Seales her name alone would bring a lot of eyes to it. Yeah. I would have really appreciated if they sat her in a room filled with people who could match her intellect. Yeah. I think that would have been
I would have been aroused by that.
Yeah, that would have been amazing to watch.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. And so yeah, it just showed that they threw her a bone. They're like, listen, let's get these views real quick and let's move on about our business.
You know what's so funny is that the wild thing is we're in a space now where people think that if you disagree, then you're a hater rather than just constructive criticism. The one thing that I want you guys to recognize about me and Jessie versus Amanda, because from a distance, we might look the same way some of y'all thought it was wild when I said that I think the problem with Just Hilarious is that she thinks that from a distance, her and Olandria look the same, which is why she's taking Olandria. Jessie, fix your face.
Baby, not Olandria. Olandria got the last face. I'm from Miami. When we say that, it's like she got that face. She got the last body. She got the last face.
Jeff saw something skinny and dark and said, well, why can't I also get what she getting? No. Some people don't have glaucoma, okay?
Yeah.
I just want you to know the main difference between people like me and Jessica and people like Amanda, and this is not a dig, it's a life hack so that you can smell the difference in people in your real life. We have an intention for a solution. Even now, as we're saying things about her that show that we don't agree with her, we have now told you 10, 12 different ways that Amanda could course correct this, and we would welcome her with open arms. I have never in all these years heard this woman have a solution or a way where she will welcome somebody with open arms. It's always a fuck you, I'm smarter than you. That's the big difference between us and her. Basically. What's the solution? Basically. Complaining to complain, to me, does not sound any better than MAGA, because MAGA gets people into a tizzy and so does Amanda. What's the solution, though, other than tizzies and going viral to pay your mortgage? All right, let's pivot, because I was about to go spicier.
Yeah, let's pivot, child.
Yeah, Ola is precious. She is. Speaking about somebody who's not Olandria, AD, I'm going to actually have a mea culpa. I have it on the thing. Blue, apologize. I can say when I'm wrong, guys. I know that's hard to believe. And I blew to Luceman. What day is it? It's August 18th at 6:48 Eastern Standard Time. Blue to Luceman was wrong.
About what?
AD.
Why?
I did not smell the pick Misha on her until way after you called it out.
Did you watch her season of Love is Blind?
I was so busy hating Clay, it blinded me.
Okay.
My hatred for Clay blinded me. We ran into Clay last year at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards, and he walked up to Bridget, was like, hey, I heard you talk about me on your show. Thank you. The way that I did the Arthur fist, and she was like, chill out. I was really about to headbutt this man. So because I could not stand him, it took me a couple of beats to be like, oh, no, AD, what is you doing, girl? So I can concede that, Jessica, you were at the front lines. I was way behind on this one. How did you know that AD might be a problem?
Hold on. First of all, I gave Clay work. If you watched Those of you guys who watch my Love is Blind videos, I gave Clay that work. I did. I was in his ass. But the thing was that whenever you would watch AD and Clay never gave AD a compliment outside of her looks.
Outside of her looks from the neck down.
Yeah, literally. Never complimented her outside of her looks. And also when I was doing the reviews, I was like, y'all, we don't see them filming in the house that, we don't see them filming in their apartment. It was clear that this man would only come around her when cameras were up.
Yeah.
And I would say that. And then later on, he did the Dear Wifey podcast, Dear Future Wifey podcast. Yeah. And he said that. He was like, yeah, I didn't want to film with her like that. I would tell her I didn't want to be with her. And even on the show, he would tell her all the time, my daddy cheated on my mama. My daddy had a side baby. My dad, like he was always telling her,
please break up with me. Please break up with me.
Please, my daddy ain't shit. I ain't shit.
And here comes my daddy. Let me introduce you to my ain't shit daddy. Look at my mama. She's crying all the time.
You're walking into an ain't shit family. Like Clay told AD over and over again, he didn't want to be with her. And she still stuck it through. Yeah. Let me tell you what the most pick me thing is about Miss Leave Out.
Oh, not Miss Leave Out. Oh,
the fact that she still goes by AD, that's a nickname that Clay gave her. The way
you're right.
The way I would have, and my name is Amber Desiree.
Ooh, that's a pretty name.
Gorgeous name.
Yeah.
She still goes by AD, the name that Clay gave her. You're so male-centered. The way when that man did what he did at the altar, I would have gone back to Amber Desiree immediately. Like, what the fuck is an AD?
She kept dating him after he dumped her at the altar. She kept
dating him afterwards. Let me tell you what happened. Amber Desiree stopped with the whole Clay thing when she saw the viewers. When she saw the way Black women was going down, like going at Clay's throat and his missing side tooth, she's like,
so she can't flex him anymore. So he's not useful anymore.
It wasn't, period. Like, and she, smart girl, smart. Yeah. I don't blame her for that. But the way I would have abandoned AD and said, yeah, my name is Amber Desiree, that literally sounds like a brand.
Somebody said Architectural Digest. What the fuck? What's wrong?
Well, the thing is, she can't even digest when a man don't really want to be with her. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, quick question. Problematic take. So I want you to tell me if I'm wrong, because clearly AD is a blind spot for me. I was wrong as fuck. I kept on having the feeling that Clay saw her as a butterhead. For those who don't know, from the 90s and early 2000s, misogynistic Black men used to have a term called butterhead, when they would think everything was attractive but your head. So they would see you as a body, but they weren't physically attracted to your face. Everything he did felt like the butterheads that I went to high school with, who'd want to smash a girl with a fat ass, but didn't think she was pretty enough to be arm candy.
But she enjoyed it so much because she's a pick-me. That whole cast saw her as a butterhead. I don't know if you
said butterface, but butterhead actually finishes the sentence. Everything but her head. But her face feels mean.
That whole cast saw her like that. I don't know if you remember when all the couples met for the first time, and that white woman, I can't remember her name, she sent her white fiance to go titty slap her.
That was racist, but yes. Mm-hmm.
It was. Yeah, but guess what? It's so funny because AD called me disgusting.
Oh, no, you're the one.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. So let's pause.
Oh yeah. She didn't use my name, but when she did the podcast with Ashley.
Oh yeah, that was about you. That was
She was saying, oh, there's a loud presence, very dog whistly.
Yeah.
Because not only is she a pick-me, but also she's a very, like, she wants to be picked by the whites too.
Yeah.
You know, very dog whistly. She spent that podcast saying, you know, the call is coming from inside the house. You know, as for Black women who were online calling out the bad treatment between Ashley and Tyler, and even her and Clay, she kept saying, like, she kept blaming Black women. Her and Ashley were blaming Black women for what happened with her and Tyler. Mind you, she was pregnant at the time. She was dragging Tyler's baby mama, saying things like, I don't know why she felt like she had to reveal all this. Bitch, the man was on television denying his 3 children. And mind you, you're sitting on that, you're sitting under the microphone, and you're trying to drag a mother of 3 children while you're pregnant, and you thought it was gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
You thought it was gonna be a hit, but you got fucking dragged so bad. The next week you had to come out and announce that you were pregnant.
Yeah, I have a question around. Thank you for bringing up the pregnancy. For those who don't watch the show, very broad strokes. In Love Is Blind America, AD was the pretty dark-skinned girl who we were all caping behind because we thought that she was having her time wasted by a fuckboy named Clay, who dumped her at the altar because he never found her attractive aside from her fat ass.
Well,
Conversely, on the other side of the pond was Ollie, who we thought was a sweet dyslexic who was going to end up with his little biracial cutie, and he ended up being ain't shit as well.
Boy, was that, you know how I say I can admit when I'm wrong? I was wrong because I interviewed Ollie. But one thing, if you watch my interview with Ollie, there was one section where we talked about him and Demi, because literally after he got engaged to Demi, he gets engaged, and then for some reason, the Love Is Blind UK, they separated the couples for like a week. That man never called her
for a week.
Never called her, but was expecting her to say yes at the altar. Okay, but never communicated with her. Thank God Demi said no. But then we get to the reunion and we find out that he was spending time with Miss Sublime. Okay, so I had asked him, I was like, yo, like, what was up with that? Oh, she could have called me too. You see, when you're a baddie, you see when you're a man, but you're a baddie.
You're a male baddie. Bad bitches everywhere.
You're a male baddie. And then I'm going to go even a step further and say this. Clay wasn't shit.
Oh, no.
Clay ain't shit.
No, he ain't shit.
And we know Clay don't like dark-skinned women. We know that.
It's very clear.
It's very clear. I don't care what he says. But Ollie is who we thought Clay is. Ollie is the real Clay. And I'm going to explain it. Yeah. Because at least Clay, when he got to the altar, he said no. When he got to the altar,
it was a moment of integrity. I'll give him that. That was an actual rare moment of integrity.
He said no. Love Is Blind UK, Ollie didn't display integrity. I haven't watched Perfect Match, but I know enough to know that there was an episode where AD left. I think she left the house, the villa that they were in, for like one night or two. I can't remember. It
was a one-night plot twist where they pretended that they canceled her off and she was gone.
So he thought she was gone. He immediately went to Justine. Making out all down Justine's throat, just to turn around and lie to Miss Leave Out. Right? And here's my thing. When you a bird, and a male baddie starts chirping to you, it's 2 birds chirping. Yeah. 2 birds chirping. Because here's the thing, right? So I guess he did that. She comes back in the house. He lies to her about kissing her. A man lying to you about something that was filmed. Y'all are both from the Love Is Blind franchise. Y'all are both from Netflix. Like, y'all are both Netflix talent. That man knew you were going to see that, and he lied to you. If a man can lie to you about something that he knows was filmed, what else is he going to lie to you about? At least Clay and his side tooth told you no. The thing about Ollie is Ollie left Love Is Blind UK, didn't walk away with the marriage because Demi told him no.
Yep.
But Ollie's not stupid. Ollie sees what comes with this Love Is Blind shit. He sees the deals. He sees the agencies. He sees the brand deals. He sees the fame. He wasn't going to let that shit go a second time.
You know, I was just realizing.
Mind you, and keep that thought. I'm going to say something else. Mind you, per Ollie and Leave Out, They reached out to each other before they knew that they were both going to be on Perfect Match. They were both seeing each other before they did Perfect Match.
Wait, is that official? Is that T? Wait, when did we find this out?
I saw a clip on IG, either IG or TikTok, when she got the they premiered her with the podcast and everything, and I think they talked about their relationship. Mm-hmm. She said she slid in his DM. She saw that he was on Love Is Blind UK. Mm-hmm. She slid in his DM. So this didn't just start on Love Is Blind UK. It didn't just start on Perfect Match. Y'all had been entertaining each other. So y'all been entertaining each other. You've been entertaining each other. You get on Perfect Match. That motherfucker still embarrasses you.
Hard. Because
he knows you're a bird. You're a pick-me. And he knows you're going to stick around. Okay? Mm-hmm. Lies to you. And then y'all get on the reunion and even looks at Justine and tells Justine she's a hater. And you're holding his hand while he's telling another black woman that she's a hater. Mind you,
and she's looking out for you too at the same time. She's not a hater.
Ollie is who we thought Clay was.
I will say this. You are correct because for many reasons. Number one, I do remember seeing a clip 3 days ago where Ollie and AD were doing one of those little podcast episodes because now they want us to pay for the baby with the podcast. And he said, and there was like, the question was like, what's one thing you don't know about me? And Ollie was like, I need to confess to you. I saw you watching my stories for all those weeks before we started talking or something like that. Like his confession was, I knew you were stalking my IG stories. So to your point, he himself has confessed that. I will say this. I actually think listening to you speak and then having the dots connect, I think Ollie and Clay are the same person in different colors. I think it's colorism that's the difference, not integrity. Because Clay being a colorist, and I feel very comfortable saying that, because in the story about me and Bridget, I wasn't acknowledged. I was invisible. Literally leaned up on each other. He didn't see me though, right?
Of course.
The thing about Clay is a colorist who knows that AD has a banging ass body, but he don't want his daughters to look like her.
No.
So the kind of man that Clay would have been had she been his version of a baddie, he actually would have pulled an Audie and tried to get her pregnant to lock her down. But she didn't look good enough for that. I think Ollie is like a Jamaican man. He is a Jamaican man. Yeah. He's like, oh, she has low self-esteem. The sex is good. And she's stuck on me. I'm going to put a baby in her. That's the Jamaican man way. No offense, but offense. Can we be honest?
Listen, we know Jamaican men are dangerously horny, but let's even put that aside.
I'll put a baby in you just to put a lock on you.
Let's even put that aside. We're talking about staying in the Netflix universe here.
Yeah.
See, what I want a lot of y'all to understand is Kenny and Janae comes in different forms.
Absolutely.
These men will do whatever it takes to climb the ladder, even if you're the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially the ladder.
Like Ollie's not dumb.
No.
Ollie's not dumb. And Love Is Blind, the franchise, ain't stupid either, which is why they showed us the engagement before the season premiere, which is why there's a baby announcement. There's all these different things because they filmed the show. They knew how bad it was. It took forever to premiere the show because they were trying to edit it. And this is the best edit we could get. AD still being a bird.
Yep.
And Ollie chirping her ass down. Period. And even this, my Ricky sent me this the other day. She's like, "Have you watched Perfect?" I'm like, "No, I'm not watching Perfect Match."
I watched the whole thing, child. I deserve compensation. I would like.
I'm not watching it because it's clear it's a scheme that Todd set up. Y'all know this is bad. Y'all want to rebrand. Y'all want to rebrand another black woman being embarrassed. But it's cool because AD's a raccoon, so she's gonna go with it. She's a raccoon, like she's going to go with it. She's going to get on her podcast and say the call is coming from inside the house. Ricky sent me this. Hold on.
I don't see anything. It just froze. There we go. Put the volume up. Great question.
Let me play it again.
was a positive pregnancy test.
Oh, what made you fall for AD? What a great question. Was it pregnancy test?
And AD looked kind of sad when he said that, but I think that's British humor is what I always am told. Right?
I don't know if you guys heard that. She said, let me play it again.
Pregnancy test.
Hold on. I just want to say it again. They're on live, and someone asked, Ollie, what made you fall for AD? He says, a positive pregnancy test.
Your Honor?
Great. And I was sent a clip of them on a live the other day, and someone had asked on the live, like, what's your favorite, or what made you fall for AD or something? Or what, like, why did you like her so much? And Ollie's answer was a positive pregnancy test. And
Ollie, what made you fall for AD? What a great question. Was it pregnancy test?
Oh, that's okay. Wow. Yeah.
And he laughs. Like, I'm sorry. Like, listen.
Wow.
You know, banter is one thing, right? Yeah. But they're both from the Love is Blind. They're both from that universe. Ollie got dragged really bad his season of Love is Blind UK. And I don't even think he was that bad on it. But he got dragged very bad. So he knows what to say, what not to say. For you to say a positive pregnancy test and then start laughing, that's not British humor.
It's not. Somebody just said, this is incredibly mean as fuck. They're so in love. You guys okay, you guys can't be this fragile.
No, you know what's mean?
You guys cannot be this fragile.
No. You know what's mean? It was AD being pregnant and talking shit about Tyler's mother of his children. That's mean.
The selective righteous indignation is so lost on me. By the way, guys, the word of the day is virtue signaling. Please look that up. Virtue signaling is when somebody uses virtues like being mean or showing grace or not being nice as a way from silencing you from making valid points. Virtue signaling does not work here. And in fact, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to play a quick clip up here. Because I will tell you guys right now, trying to use the be nice thing to silence Black women who are holding other Black women accountable because nobody can do it but us, is going to always be bullshit to me.
No, and also
we're not being unfair. We're not being unfair.
Also, like I said, if you go back to her podcast episode with Ashley, listen to how they both talked about Tyler. That was mean. Go listen to how they talked about Tyler's baby mother, who Tyler was out here lying and saying that he donated a sperm, which wasn't true. AD, who was pregnant when she did that podcast, said things like, I don't know why she felt she had to clear that up. A man is on international television denying his children. And you see the mother come forward. But see, when you're male-centered, when you're a bird, and it was her and Ashley, another bird. Remember, Ashley was trying to help Tyler lie about those children. Yeah. So no, what's mean is when a Black woman who is pregnant gets on her microphone and ridicules another Black woman who is the mother of Black children, and their father was on Love is Blind, denying them to the world. Yep. That is mean. And you know what else is mean? Ollie is mean for saying what made me fall for AD was a pregnancy test.
Yeah. Out of his own fucking mouth.
Out of his own mouth. He knows one day his child will see that. So pump the brakes. You know who else is mean? Who else is mean? Hold on.
Wait a minute. What happened, Jessie? Yes, hit it.
Who else is mean? Chris Colleen's raggedy ass for continuously putting Black women in situations for them to be ridiculed and embarrassed on Love is Blind constantly. Yeah. Constantly. Y'all tried to pull a fast one with us by showcasing these people getting engaged and all that, because y'all knew Black women were going to watch the show and you wanted Black women to be nice to AD. Don't say anything. Don't say anything because she's pregnant. She's engaged. No. Black women is 2025. Black women do not want to stand by seeing other Black women make dumbass decisions. We're not going to stand by and see Black women be birds. We're not going to stand by and watch this white system ridicule and embarrass Black women over and over again. That's
For
not
struggle
Black,
love. For struggle love.
literally. That's not Black women being mean. That is Black women telling the truth.
I agree. And honestly, while this video plays, I'm going to figure out who to kick out. If there's anybody to kick out, guys, you have about 60 seconds while this video plays so I can put them out. I will tell you guys right here, right now, I believe in the Jackie Aina School of Democracy. I will block you, and I don't need a good reason. Okay? I'm going to start right now. Ban user and delete their comments. Bye. Bye, Godsplaining King. Bye. Perfect
My
example.
Lord.
And I'm not gonna feel bad. People be like, I don't block, I block. I throw block partners.
I block.
All right, let's watch these reactions from people who watched the entire season. Because I was like, am I the only person watching this season and realizing that I was bamboozled? Jessie was right. This one took me a while. Well, Ollie had you fooled and AD had me fooled. So we were both lied to.
They had y'all fooled, not me. I didn't watch the
story on Perfect Match is actually fucking horror story. It is actually very terrifying. I don't like anything about Ollie. He has literally publicly humiliated her, not as much as that ugly fucking rodent that was on Love is Blind. But this man, he's just like he's right there. He's right there. He is in the fucking race to being just as bad.
Unpopular opinion, Ollie is no better than Clay. Don't eat me up. If anything, Ollie is worse than Clay in my opinion. Clay had sense enough to leave her at the altar at least. Clay got oopsed upside the head and was like, you know what? Nah. And this is coming from a person who can't stand Clay, can't stand that man. But Ollie is literally no better. He just has a British accent. Our argument is Clay embarrassed her. Clay embarrassed her. So did Ollie. First time around, it was all about a ring. It was all about a ring. It was all about a ring. This time she got a baby. A baby. Y'all not hearing me. And then this is the edit. This is the edit that Netflix dropped on everybody. Be like, this is the love story of the century. Where? And one, why did y'all expect anything from Ollie when he did old girl how he did her on Love is Blind and showed up to the reunion with another girl from the pod? I'm trying to figure out where y'all thought along the line that Ollie was gonna be any fucking better. And now we all doing a collective, AD might be one of those women who just wants a fucking man at this point. Because every edit can't be a bad edit. Shit that's going on in the back, let's hold some damn weight. Because if the stuff we're seeing is the stuff that they think is the edit, babe, this is awful. This is awful. I feel bad because there is a disconnect. There is a disconnect from what her physical gives and apparently what she thinks she deserves. There is an extreme disconnect. Because I swear if it was all hooked up and wired properly, Ollie would have been sent over that damn couch. What can she do? She having a man child. What can she do at this point? Except accept her fate at this point. That's your baby daddy. He around here lying for fun. He's around here lying because he thought he would never get caught. And then Justine trying to be a girl's girl, be like, girl, it ain't what you think it is. She's like, yeah, but like, you know, we talked about it and we're just trying to move forward.
Yeah.
Talk about perfect match. Perfect match where? In hell?
So I'm just gonna tell y'all right now.
It's all the girlies saying the same thing I just said.
Do you see how you're not crazy, Jessica?
I'm never wrong. I'm just early. I'm
not
never
wrong, just
early.
Give me a couple of days, weeks, months, maybe years. Eventually, you're gonna have to call and be like, "Oh, my bad, girl. I talked to my therapist and God, and they said that you weren't tripping." Jesse, I have a question. People think that AD or somebody, like, I do believe, my spirit guys are telling me, somebody associated with somebody that we're talking about is in here.
Girl, that puss asshole ain't in here. I DM'd
There's
her.
somebody in here affiliated.
Oh, okay. I don't give a fuck. What you gonna do? Beat us up?
I need y'all to know that if AD was to knock on my hotel room door right now and ask me if I wanted to turn down service, I would still keep talking like this. Do y'all not know about Haitians? Like a quick cultural competency moment. Okay? The Haitians are the enslaved Africans who didn't take. Like, we just killed everybody until they made us broke.
Literally.
Like, the spirit of fear is not just culturally a thing that we do. So I just need y'all to know there's no amount of posturing that's going to happen in the comments. If anything, I'm going to say the same thing in cap locks, and so will Jessie. Ain't no pussy assholes in here.
No.
Not me saying pussy asshole, my boss asked the child.
Pussy asshole. Listen, I'm telling you, and I've seen people in the chat. Oh, Jessie, you need. I don't know that lady outside of what I've reviewed on the show. I don't
Why
know
do you
that
think
lady.
you trigger her? The same way we talked about why we thought that Just Hilarious was triggered by Olandria. Why do you think that you trigger
Well,
AD so much?
I
Because it
think,
does feel like you trigger her.
well, like she said, I'm a very loud voice on the internet. And she said on her podcast, I'm a loud voice on the internet. And she said that I was rooting for Ashley's downfall, which was insane. Like, I think that I symbolize the opposite of who she is, which is I represent women who are not pick-meshas.
Yeah.
And so because I represent that, that goes against who she is, you know. And also I've been very loud and boisterous about Love is Blind and what they do to Black women. And I think for her, that goes against her bag because she's getting paid from them now with her podcast. And she's the she's the token raccoon, which is why on her podcast she was saying things like, oh, Black women this, Black women that, Black women need to support us more. But I did a whole live on it. It's on my channel. Like, it's like 2 hours long. But literally, like, she was dog whistling so much. And I think that she's just a pick me, a bird. And I do think that she suffers a little bit from anti-Blackness, because it's like, it should not bother you that Black women are watching these shows and Black women are like, hey, this is not right. Like, I understand you got a DEI podcast from Netflix. I get it. Congratulations. But just because you got your DEI podcast doesn't mean that Black women, it doesn't mean that Black women have to be okay with watching somebody like Lila, who was a whole love scammer, didn't have no job, didn't have no place to stay, was scamming Ashley, and Ashley was mad at Black women too. She was mad at Black women.
Look, Ashley found her a little light-skinned liar. AD had a little bun in the oven from her little light-skinned liar. She had a reason, an incentive to protect.
Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Yeah,
it all makes sense.
Here's the thing that's so weird to me is that she's acting as if being a pick-me gets you a good man, but you have a man who I can tell you from seeing with my own eyes is obsessed with you, and she has a man who sees her as a meal ticket, in my opinion, not a fact. This is an opinion. Jessie, what do you think is, because this is going to be a tricky question. AD clearly is led by external validation, right? You know what it's like to be a woman who is notorious or beloved or whatever people want to call you. People know who you are. She is dating somebody, engaged to someone, having a baby with someone who we suspect might be in it for a clout chase. When you were dating before you found Mr. Easter, how did you stop yourself from the scammers? I will say, after that 17-hour live that I did, I was like, bruh, I was a mark.
Yeah.
I was a mark and didn't realize that I was a currency other than a woman. You know what I mean? How do you stop that from happening to you?
Here's the thing. And this is Mr. Easter included.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything from me.
Oh, shit. That's easy.
I remember a couple years ago, I was dating a pastor slash scammer. And he had a conversation with my mom. And my mom told him, you know, at the time I was like, damn, why does she say that? But my mom told him, if you think you're going to get anything out of my daughter, you are sadly mistaken. I don't know what prompted her to tell him that. But at that time, I didn't even know he was scamming. He was going around love scamming different women from his old church.
A pastor?
Yes. I even see him scamming like actresses right now. Like, I'm just like, you know, I did 2 videos on it, and I'm just like, you know what? At this point, y'all bitches is on y'all own. But literally, my mom said to him, she was like, if you think you're gonna get anything out of my daughter, I feel you're sadly mistaken. There's no clout that Mr. Issa can get from me. There's no like, and he's not even looking for that.
I love that.
My man don't even like that. If like him being on camera with me, that's something he'll do for me. Like, but I've tried to do get ready with me videos. Like, literally, we did a vlog to Dubai. I haven't put it up. When I put it up, people are gonna be like, okay, I see why. Like, it's literally a section where I try to do get ready with me, and he was not having it. That's not him. Yeah. He's not doing the whole couples content. Like, he's not doing that. The vlogs that we have, like, you'll see him talk, but we're not doing. It's just not happening. That's not him. He's very awkward. He's very awkward around that.
He's so
Like, I got him.
sweet though. Oh, he's so
sweet.
sweet.
He's sweet, but he's awkward as far as like that. Like we did like one podcast thing, and even that he's like holding my hand. He's like, okay, so what we gonna talk about? My babe, we're just gonna talk about our relationship. But what are we saying? What are we doing? Like he's so awkward. Like that's just he's not looking for that. But I've been with men who dying for that. Dying for that. Let's do this. Let's do that.
You know what's so interesting is Oprah has this quote that I always say for friendship that I'm going to start applying.
Oh, somebody said he seems very private. Yes, my man is very private, very private. Which is why, like, what private details do I be sharing about my man? Yes, y'all know I'm in a relationship, but what private details do you see me sharing?
I don't think he'd be okay with it, to be honest. Friend.
Hell no, that man would die.
You'd be sleeping on the couch. Oprah always says, Gayle King is my best friend because Gayle King doesn't want to be Oprah Winfrey. I have applied that to friendship. I'm gonna apply it to men. You know why? Because right now I'm gonna write down advice that you guys think is smart. That's not perfect advice. Be a Shelly and make him chase. I've never chased a man in my life and still got scammed. False. You don't have to chase a man to get scammed. I'm so sorry. Y'all act like self-esteem is gonna keep you safe. I have plenty of self-esteem. It's not that. There are people who are literally professional liars. It's not just self-esteem, guys. Respectfully, that's more virtue signaling. Well, if you liked yourself, nothing would ever happen to you ever. Yeah, no, honey, that's not how.
Wait, somebody in chat said Mr. East be saying wild shit too. He does, but he don't like all that.
The Zozo that I had in Jamaica that blew my back out, I thought I got my heart broken. That was a Capricorn.
See the Capricorns now.
But he was ready for a relationship, girl, and I was on the rebound. But I was like,
love relationships.
When a Capricorn man is ready for a relationship, I will tell you this. For Ollie, I will say this too. I think Ollie is ready for the woman whose life he's gonna waste. You know how they say, no, you know how they say most men with dignity, they know they're ready for a wife. Ollie know he ain't never gonna be ready for an actual wife, but he's ready to pick his bottom bitch who will hold him down while he finds the others. I really do believe that he's ready.
Oh my God.
As much as a man like him can be ready.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all a dating hack for being with a Jamaican man. You have to be a pick me.
You do.
To survive a Jamaican man, to survive a Haitian man, you have to be a pick me. You have to.
Unless they got a strong mama who already broke them out of it and she's not trying to be emotionally incested.
That's the thing. You either have to be a pick me or the biggest jab that motherfucker has ever encountered.
Yep.
That's the only way to be with a Jamaican man.
They gotta be a little scared, just a little bit scared, a little bit of fear.
They have to be scared of you. They have to be. They have to be. Every relationship I survived with a Haitian man, I had to be the biggest job that motherfucker ever encountered.
just stab him in the chest for just to wake him up.
I have to be.
This is so toxic. I hate how this is toxic, but not inaccurate.
No, it's not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate.
You have to put the fear of God in that nigga. Like for him to understand there's God and then there's Jessie. Like
Justine was you on the show. Justine was you. That's why Ollie lied to AD on camera. He never liked Justine. Somebody pointed that on TikTok. They were like, "Did you notice that he would lie to AD, but then go back to the villa and look at Justine and tell her the truth because he was a little scared of Justine."
You know what?
Justine was AD with self-esteem.
You know what? Too, Justine required more.
She sure the fuck did.
I didn't even watch the show, and I'll tell you,
she did.
Justine requires more. And here's the thing with Justine. Justine is somebody who's had her face played with twice. Yeah. Twice. She won Love Island. She won Love Island games. Both men played in her face twice. Yeah. And so when you have a Justine sitting across from you telling you, "Hey girl," and you like, "Nah, girl, I'm a pick me, I'm a bird," chirping, "I'm a bird, I'm a bird, I'm a bird," and you're not trying to hear that. That girl was trying to save you. And I saw a clip on TikTok where Ollie told Justine she was being a hater. And respectfully, what is she hating on? That's another thing. When people be calling people haters, what do they be hating on? What is Justine hating on?
Have you seen Justine? Have you seen Justine? Justine ain't got nothing to hate on.
What would Justine be hating on? Mind you, she's talking about a man who lied to you. He didn't lie to me. He lied to you.
The girl who got the truth is hating on the girl who was lied to. Y'all keep saying stuff just to say stuff. I will say this though, and this is something I told Jessie on the phone. AD's a Scorpio who's toxic, and Ollie is a Leo who's clingy and manipulative. I've just described my parents. So I'm speaking on behalf of the baby in AD's stomach. I am the result of what happens when an Ollie is allowed to impregnate an AD and the baby is born. Ollie and AD are so much like my parents that I think that's probably a little bit why I might have felt some kind of like, love blindness towards them. But I can tell you, being the parents of people who act like Ollie and AD, because my mother was a pick-me and my daddy was who he was. And
by the way, a lot of
even the light skin thing it was all on the nose, AD and my parents. And I will say this, it doesn't end well, even if they have children.
Hello.
I'm the product of an AD and an Ollie, guys. So I'm not speaking as if I'm being mean. I'm saying, hey, I'm about 30 plus years on the other side of what happens after you think a baby's gonna keep y'all together.
Let me tell you something. One thing about a pick me, she gonna make that relationship last.
For as long as possible.
She gonna make that relationship last. It don't matter how many times he lies. It don't matter how many times he cheat. She gonna make that relationship last. And we have to be honest too. I want to talk just a little bit too about I don't know if there's such a term as reverse colorism, but I do feel that just like Ashley, Leave Out is very color struck when it comes to Ollie. Very color struck. There's just something.
She wants a baby who has his coloring.
Very color struck because there's just something about this beans and toast nigga from across the pond who's light and bright, who wants me
with a British accent on top of that,
with a beans and toast accent, who wants me. There's something about that. Even when you look at Ashley, Tyler did nothing extraordinary. He lied, but it's like once they was back in that apartment, something tells me Ashley already knew everything.
He admitted it. She admitted that she knew everything and made him do the fake scene on camera. Literally. She admitted that was her scheme. She wanted to keep her light bright. I think sometimes we have to talk about that with women too. Yes, Clay is a colorist, but Clay was fine though. You're talking about she wanted Clay too, but Clay was fine. Can we be honest that Clay's not an ugly man?
I didn't find him that attractive.
I found him attractive. I grew up in the 90s.
Sister, I saw that missing side tooth from a mile away.
Oh, wait a minute. Why you ruining stuff for me, friend? What missing side tooth?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You didn't see Clay's missing side tooth?
Oh no, because my hatred for him eventually took over, and I just
the way that man would cackle with his whole mouth wide open. Mind you, I'm doing everything but getting my missing side tooth checked.
Jessica, why are you telling this?
A bottom missing.
If you get veneers, don't let them smell.
No. I need a bottom side tooth, literally. But I'm doing everything. I'm going to Grenada. I'm going to Paris. Bitch, I've been to 6 countries this summer. I'm doing everything but getting that damn $5,000 side tooth.
No, I was not paying attention. I went from thinking he was fine to hating him. So somehow in there, I missed the tooth because the whole my daddy cheated, so I'm already scared for you. If a man ever told me I'm scared for your safety because my daddy cheated, I'd be like, how we get here so fast?
I do think Clay was good looking, but I didn't find him to be. I didn't fawn over him the way I saw a lot of girls fawn over him. But I do think he was
the S curl. The S curl turned you off, huh?
No, I like the look. My dad has an S curl. Like my brother has an S curl. Yeah, no, my daddy got a little S curl. My brother, who I share with my dad, has a little S curl. So no.
Do you have consent to share this? Do you have consent to tell
my daddy got an S curl? My daddy got a natural S curl.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Clay was getting that soul glow, but my daddy got a natural S curl. Okay. White women go
I'm
crazy
gonna
for
play
my
this
daddy.
clip from my homegirls because here's the thing that's so awkward, and I probably should have told them before I do this.
Somebody in the chat saying Jessie missing one. I said it. I gave my own tea. I even said it on Threads. I was like, I need to get my side tooth fixed. But
It's
I've been doing
unnecessary. It's an unnecessary self drag. We're gonna cut this part out the live on the replay. So all
No, keep it. Keep it.
Why
Yeah,
do you
I
wanna
got a
do this
missing
here?
side tooth. No, keep it. Yeah, I got a missing side tooth. And you know what? I got 2 trips coming up, and I still ain't gonna buy it.
You're not gonna get some new teeth in Turkey? You're not gonna do that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna get my side tooth here because I don't want no issues.
Yeah,
bro.
that's true. Because then if
But it's
something happens,
$5,000. I'm like, $5,000? Why are teeth so expensive?
do a GoFundMe and just show the gap and say, "Would you like to fill this, Jessie?" Woo! Come on, Jessie. I feel like the audience would pay for you.
Y'all would pay for my side tooth?
Okay, this is already taking a turn. I want to play a clip about the timeline because one of the things I wrote down is my spidey sense was raging and throbbing like a side tooth that was missing when I saw the clip that AD did. So I have these friends who have this wonderful podcast called Mama's Den Podcast. Please go support them because we support Black women who love other Black women here. And my friend Cody was sitting next to her, and my friend Ashley was there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch and support them." And then I saw who the guest was, and I was like, "Oh." And Cody, I will tell you this: Cody is laser focused. Cody asked the timeline question, and I have a feeling that they're lying about this timeline. I'm a little bit nervous. Hold on.
Getting engaged and then finding, I don't know if the order of things, but it seemed like y'all got engaged. So getting engaged and then finding, I don't know if the order of things, but it seemed like y'all got engaged. Then you found out you were pregnant. Was that scary? Were you trying to do things a certain order?
Okay. So again,
do you see that pause? Her pregnancy brain is making her have to figure out what lie my belief, this is not a fact. My belief is that even the way she started was her pausing to figure out what story did we come up with? I can't tell them that you shot up the club.
we are extremely Love is Blind coded. So we were pretty, we were on the same page pretty soon in our relationship. And, again, we talked about kids almost immediately. And, this is the order we wanted. We didn't care when the baby came or when I got pregnant.
You guys, you see it? We're halfway through the clip. She still hasn't answered the question. Okay. She's buying time.
Pregnant or whatever. But the order.
What happened, Jessie?
We're Love is Blind coded. What does that mean, sister?
Producers tell you what to say.
Miss Levi, what does that mean? Does that mean Chris Colleen told your ass to go ahead?
Jessie, let's do a drinking game. By the way, guys, how are we 35 seconds in and the lady still hasn't said the answer to the fucking question? That was hella simple if you're telling the truth.
Order is that we got proposed. I got engaged. She proposed to me in like February. And
we got proposed. I mean, I got engaged. So yes, February. So we're about a minute in and she finally remembered that the month that they chose was February.
And we had so much fun celebrating that proposal. And
yep, make it happen. Let's go.
And we're just so happy, you know, we're just really, really fortunate, really, really blessed. And we're already talking about baby number 2. Like,
girl, you are in love.
So that was my friend Ash at the end. I'm gonna ask her, like, girl, why did you do that? You're not a lady lying to you. Jessica,
no, I love it.
What did you see in the 60 seconds it took AD to remember that the month that they chose to say that this happened was February? Because I actually did not think that they had lied about the timeline until I saw this clip.
I love it.
Wait, I thought you were good cop. We had a whole production meeting. I'm bad cop. You're good
I love it.
Not bad cop, worst cop.
I love it. I love it.
Why do you love it? Because you feel vindicated? Because you peeped it early?
It's not vindication. It's just, listen, we know what it is. Yeah. Listen, Ollie already said it. Yeah. You know what my thoughts are on what she said? Let me play it again. Here are my thoughts on what she said. Hold on.
I can't believe this. They lied to us and I fell for it.
Here are my thoughts.
Ollie's answer was a positive pregnancy test.
Ollie, what made you fall for AD? What a great question.
Was it a pregnancy test?
And AD looked kind of sad.
Ollie, what made you fall for AD? A positive pregnancy test.
I would be so emotional and sad. Somebody said engagement announced in February, pregnancy announced 3 months later, nothing wrong with it, but just why are you lying? That's the cringe. My thing is they have to lie
because they are love is blind coded. She told you. She tells you in the clip. She tells you in the clip. They are love is blind coded. She told you why she's lying. Just listen. People will tell you. People will tell you why they're saying stuff. People will tell you their love is blind coded. So listen, it's clear what the timeline was. When we listen to him, he says that's what made me fall for her was a positive pregnancy test.
That makes me so sad for her. And honestly, again, what
not
do you say?
me. Not me.
It's still colorism though.
I am not sad. I'm never sad for a pick me because she got what she wanted. That's the thing. I'm never sad for a pick me. She got what she wanted. She got her man.
But what if she ends up having a daughter or a son, or like the idea that they're going to pass this on to a child to have these kind of warped values, that does make me sad. And in an ideal world, when AD, if she ever finds out that he has a second family, as our people are known to do sometimes in the Caribbean, I just hope that she is teaching her children or child to have more self-esteem than she's displayed, because it does make me incredibly sad that she's about to be a mother acting like this. If she was single, I'd be like, play clown games, win clown prizes. But the idea, remember how we talked about how sometimes your mother can be your first bully?
Yep.
What if she has a daughter who doesn't want to be a pick-me? That's what makes me scared right now, honestly. Like, all jokes aside.
Listen, I don't care.
Okay, good cop and bad cop have switched roles.
Listen, I don't care. Listen, Blue is the only reason why I'm discussing this. I wasn't going to discuss this.
She really wasn't, y'all.
I told y'all I wasn't going to discuss this, but these are my thoughts. Here's the thing: is like, I truly believe that the world is filled with pygmishas. Like, she's not going to be the last person to be a pygmisha and to birth a pygmisha. Like, the world is filled with pygmishas. So it's okay. It's okay. Like, they will be just fine. I just think that the ultimate message here is this, is that the Love is Blind people shot this show. They knew she got embarrassed on it.
Very much so.
And in order to get ahead of it, they promoted this couple to be the new it couple. Engagement, baby. You know, now maybe they'll have a wedding. You know, they did this on purpose because they knew that when we would all watch this, that we would not ship this. And so they did this so that they could give her a shield. She's pregnant. She's engaged. Don't be. If you're saying this is mean. If you're saying this, you're a hater. They knew what they were doing. They knew what it was all a scheme that Todd set up, like, to come to us with the bullshit. They knew what they were doing. And listen, at least she got a podcast out of it. You know, I think that I can't be sad for her. She got her man, she got her podcast, she got her shows. She's doing, like, at least she's getting paid for being a pygmisha. It's a lot of pygmishas out here who don't get shit for it.
Do you have any advice if you were to meet a pygmisha? Because there might be some people who are watching right now, because AD might be a lost cause because there's too much money attached to it. I don't think she has any other jobs. But if there's a pick me watching right now who might feel like, damn, I don't want to be the next AD. I don't want to be the next Jessie, I don't want to be the next whatever. What advice would you give to somebody trying to recover from being
somebody said a pygmisha for profit? Period. No, literally, like, listen, what advice do I have for a pygmisha? Be a paid pygmisha. That's one thing. That's one thing I can say about AD. She's a paid pygmisha. She's doing very well. Like, I can't. You got to congratulate that. It's a lot of pygmishas who go on these shows and they walk away with nothing. Look at if you're watching Love is Blind UK, that Katisha girl, baby, that once that story plays out, baby, the way you walking away with nothing unless Damola comes in and saves you.
But then we're gonna hate them together because she's not good enough for him. So it's already too late.
Literally. So we've seen. Look at Ashley. Pick Misha. What did she get?
Where is Ashley now?
What did she get? She got a lot. She had to get a divorce. I think she had to get a lawyer for that against Liler too. I'm not sure because you know he was trying to prolong that shit. All these women that we've seen on Love Is Blind or on or Married at First Sight, like there has been a trend with these Black women, especially the ones who are pick Mishas.
Yeah.
They walk away with nothing. At the very least, Amber Desiree is walking away with a podcast, with partnerships with this network, you know, and like at least
Ashley didn't get none of that though. Ashley was too unlikable. She didn't get any of that, unlike AD.
Who?
AD was smarter about it.
Oh yeah, no. Ashley was she was insufferable.
She jumped the shark way too early because at least AD was able to fool people, including me, into liking her a little bit enough for her to be marketable before she became an asshole. Ashley was an asshole immediately. She didn't let it cook enough for us to actually. I will say this. This show is a perfect example.
Oh my God. Somebody said Chris and Paige. Oh my God. If you watch Married at First Sight, and
that's emotional damage. That's a whole different level of emotional damage.
But apparently she got remarried recently. Like she's doing good now. But even her, like when I look at somebody like Paige, that imagery will always be out there about that girl. That season with her was honestly, it was emotionally violent to watch that. And
no, it was abusive to watch that show.
Yeah. And so again, like, listen, you gotta give it up to Miss Liebau. She's doing it.
Look at us giving AD some. Sorry, what's her government name that's prettier? Desiree. Amber Desiree is such a beautiful name. AD, what are you doing? AD, I know you're watching this. I can feel it that you're gonna see this. Girl, do we agree with you being a pick me? No. Am I wondering why you went on my friend's podcast with brown hair and black roots? Still have questions because Jessie called you pick Misha, and in the clip I saw it. So that's awkward because I thought I was gonna be a good cop and then you fucked it up for me. However, right? Despite our disagreements, right? Jessie doesn't give a fuck about you, but I, the EQ coach,
I don't know her. I don't give a fuck about her. I don't know her. I'm just commenting. That's another thing. It's like, I don't know her. I'm commenting on shows.
And Mariah Carey. She's like, I don't know her.
I don't know her. I'm commenting on stuff that I see. Like, I think that's another thing. I think people be forgetting. I think people be forgetting that I am literally just making comments on what I see on these shows. And I saw somebody in the comments, you're calling her Miss Liebau. That girl dog whistled me like a fuck on that podcast.
She did.
She dog whistled me like fuck on that podcast. Called me a loud presence. Called me like she didn't call me names. But she definitely was a dog whistler. It was very anti-black. It was very much
cause you harm. She wanted to cause you harm.
Literally. And it didn't work out for her. It just didn't work out for her. That's why she had to the next week announce her pregnancy. But even then I was like, the fact that y'all didn't clock that she was literally dragging Tyler's baby mama while she was pregnant, that's abuse. That's me.
That lady was abandoned with 3 kids and y'all came for her next. You know how disgusting that is?
Like she was coming, like her and Ashley were coming for Tyler, the mother of Tyler's kids, neck. Like it's just, it was ate her down while she was pregnant. No. So no. Yeah, no, I don't have no.
I will say this. I'm going to say the same thing that I said when me and Danny Lay were cussing each other out in the DMs years ago. I hope your daughter doesn't come out looking like me because you're going to have a lot of explaining to do. I think AD is banking on having little curly-haired British mixed-looking babies. If God forbid AD gives birth to a little girl who looks just like her, if it's a boy, they don't mind because dark-skinned boys still get loved. But if she comes out with a little girl who looks just like her, I fear for that little girl. And I hope that, I know she'll love it. So it's not about love. It's about arming your kids with healthy standards and beliefs, which I don't believe she has. Jessie has made it clear that she's not worried for your soul. I am. So AD, please fix it. I want to end on a higher note because there's been too many pick-me's, because honestly, I almost said something earlier. I think that AD...
Somebody said...
What?
Somebody said AD and Ollie are Rashida and Kirk. Oh, my
God. Oh, yes, they are. That just made me buffer. That just made me buffer. Can y'all see? Y'all already know I have ADHD.
No. Let me tell you what it's giving. It's giving dry your tears. It was me. When Justine was sitting there saying what happened, it gave dry your tears, hun. It was me.
Rashida got bags, though. Oh, my God, you're right. Rashida.
Wait, what the fuck happened? Where's Blue? Where's Blue? Blue girl, come on. What happened?
Wait, now I got kicked out my own studio. Okay, see, I think, okay, so they probably sent some ops.
It's time to go.
They sent the ops. I wanted to, somebody said, Blue, where are you? No, I feel like there's some ops in there. Just like I'm telling you, there's people in here who want to take us out for telling the truth, the shame, and the devil. I want to end on a high note on the anti-pick me. Because the spirit of, I'm going to have to burn some incense or something. Jessie, one of these days when you come on, I'm going to have to pull some tarot cards for you.
Period.
No, seriously, I really want to pull some cards for you. I can feel some goodness in the air. And also there's a show that, you're working on that I'm really excited about, that I can't wait to talk about when it, when things happen.
Yes.
Because I'm really excited about shouting that out. Olandria. I saw something about Olandria this morning that piqued my interest in the middle of all the somebody said, have you noticed that Olandria and Nick have been bolder and louder and more brave since the reunion? That makes us think they got vindicated. Do you believe that speculation? That blew my mind this morning.
I like that.
Because the Andy confession about Nick is, it made me soft, came the day after the reunion. Jessica.
I like that.
Nick and Olandria be eating next week?
I think so. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that
I would like that.
The Olandria of it all, it's just been so weird and disturbing watching Black women talk about Olandria. And I know for the most part we've had her back, but it's just been disturbing. And I think a lot of it is rooted in jealousy. I think a lot of Black women look at Olandria and think, damn, why couldn't that be me?
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't I experience something like this? Like, especially on such a grand scale. And instead of being happy for her, they are just so jealous. And I mean, I've seen people be jealous before, but I've never seen anything like this particular situation. I just feel like it's just weird. It is so weird. And I am so happy to see where her and Nick go. Here's the thing that I want to say is, and I said this on TikTok, but I'm going to say it again here. I think a lot of people are looking for this aha moment when it comes to Olandria and Nick. Aha, told y'all it wasn't real. Aha, told y'all it wasn't going to last. And here's the thing.
It's irrelevant to last.
I don't care if Olandria and Nick break up next week.
It'd be irrelevant.
History will show that within 2 weeks, this man had her in Greece getting a bag and getting a vacation. Within 2 weeks of being with her, he had her in Greece getting a bag and had her in Greece enjoying a vacation. Yep. And most of you miserable assholes just cannot relate to that. You can't relate to a man coming into your life, studying you, being intentional with you, setting himself aside and saying, hey, if I'm doing this, I want you to do it too, but bigger and better. Mm-hmm. Y'all just can't relate to that. And, it's sad. I'm not saying that as a dig, but I'm saying that as somebody who's experiencing that right now. It's a beautiful thing. And you should want all Black women to experience that.
Yeah.
You should be happy when you see a Black woman experiencing that. Like, it's so crazy watching people go crazy for Ollie and AD. But
I was just about to say that.
Question Olandria and Nick. Isn't
that a coincidence that you think that Ollie and AD deserve to be protected, but Olandria and Nick are who deserve your ire? It smells like crabs in a barrel. You like miserable bitches because I will say this, whether it's Amanda Seals, AD, or even Huda, y'all love bitches that don't require you to grow. Y'all love a bitch who is so lame that she doesn't require you to look in the mirror and have to grow the fuck up. But God forbid Olandria break the mold. And I will say this, I don't care if Nick is breaking up with her right now, we get breaking news the minute we go off. The fact that that man has kept her safe in a way that most of your daddies didn't keep your mamas, that's why you fucking mad. That's why you're mad. A dark-skinned bitch who you thought was supposed to be bottom of the barrel got the thing that you couldn't get.
Hello?
Die mad. Because, again, love doesn't only matter if it lasts forever. And if you think that love doesn't matter unless it lasts forever, you are small and someone lied to you.
Let me tell you something.
Grow the fuck up. Sorry.
No, it's true. It's true.
Actually, good comment. I thought we switched places, Jessie.
No. You're absolutely right. It's true. Like watching the couples that people go up for and then the couples that people question. So y'all watch Perfect Match. Y'all saw this man lie to this lady about a kiss.
You love the struggle. You love the fucking struggle.
About a kiss. About a kiss. Who knows? Who knows what else this man will lie to this lady about?
Especially and Justine had to tell him the truth, Jessica. Justine had to tell her the truth.
I didn't know that. Because I didn't watch the show. I didn't know that. But literally, y'all will watch that and be like, oh my God, yes, she got a ring. She got a ring, though. She got a baby, though. But y'all will question Nick and Olandria.
Statistically speaking, because y'all know we love a stat, there are two kinds of relationship that researchers have found work and one kind of relationship that almost never works. So the two kind of relationships that have the highest probability of working based on gender norms, we have the little tism moment, are when a man and a woman are equally obsessed or if a man loves the woman more. Statistically speaking, this is the truth. This is not an opinion. This is a scientific fact that when a man likes a woman more or they like each other equal, it's almost destined to have a fighting chance. The one type of relationship that almost never makes it is when a woman wants it more than the man. Almost never makes it. You're almost guaranteed to break up if you like him more. Why? Women are socialized to nurture even if they're not in love. Men are socialized to only be safe when they are in love. So in a world where Nick, I almost called him I like to call him a Hawaiian from Florida. When Nick was losing, right? He kissed the girl, told her how much he loved her, and still got fucking rejected. He still had her back. Ollie was told on day 3, I want to give you a baby. And the minute he was left unsupervised, he tried to kiss on her cuter, more self-esteemy cousin, right? So the fact that Ollie can't go away without being supervised and Nick will have her back even when there's nothing for him to gain, they are not the same. And who y'all choose tells me who y'all are. I know how much you like yourself as a Black woman based on who you've been rooting for this summer. A lot of you bitches, and I'm using that word intentionally because this is a Black woman checking other Black women, right? A lot of you bitches love the struggle because you don't think you deserve something that you didn't have to fight for.
Hello.
That's the fucking problem. You think Olandria got it too easy because she didn't get it in the mud. Why the fuck are y'all still in the mud though?
Hello.
We're not pigs. We're not pigs, we're women.
Hello.
Be soft, ho. Be soft. Let somebody love you. The fuck.
Be soft, ho.
Jesus.
Be soft, bitch.
That's the message of today.
That's the message of today. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts, child.
Well, good cop, bad cop did not work out well.
Listen, I'm always gonna be myself. I'm just gonna say what the fuck is going on, what the fuck I feel. Period. I'm gonna say what I feel. And yeah, those are just my thoughts. But yeah.
And you're also very soft, Jessie. I will say this too. People think because a woman is honest, she's aggressive. You are so soft, particularly with your nigga.
Yes.
Look. I love it here. Jessie, everybody here already knows who you are, but for the 3 or 4 who came from under a rock, is there anywhere they can find you if they don't already know where you are? Because you're literally all of my feed. And also, if you have anything to promote, please do that.
You can follow me on the Jessie Woo on every platform, child. Sometimes it's THEE, depending on the platform, but it'll be the Jessie Woo. And then I have some stuff that I'm doing this weekend that I can't say, but feel like some of you will be surprised.
Oh.
Yeah.
And have you decided because I'm gonna be in New York next week. Do you know where you're gonna be at, or do you still want to figure that out?
Oh, so I actually it's crazy. I just got, oh my God, like, so I'm traveling a lot the next few days. So that's why I didn't really announce a place to watch the reunion. But then, like, I literally just got a booking. I got a gig for the 24th, and I'm thinking, because I have to go into New York on the 24th. I'm like, should I just stay till the 26th and just do the reunion? I don't even know.
Jessie, if it's not a light lift, the answer is no. Because right now you need light. If it's not light, don't do it.
Yeah.
We can't talk about don't do struggle love and then have struggle friendship. If it's
yeah.
Put it down. I can already feel in your spirit. You tired, friend. If you tired, I already have a hotel.
I'm tired. Grenada tired me. I
was tired watching your stories, bitch. I can't imagine how
Grenada
you feel.
tired me, and I still have stuff to post. That like Grenada tired, but it was great. Like I had an amazing time. But yeah. So
do you have anything you want to say about the Grenada thing? Because I was cussing people out that I actually knew in real life on your behalf, because I really hated the anti-Black demonic Grenada discourse. And as a Haitian woman, as a Caribbean woman, as a Black diaspora queen who loves all Black people wherever I find them, I was really, really disappointed in our community and how they attacked you. Is there anything last words you want to say, or are you just fucking over it? Because that shit pissed me off.
People be dumb. People be illiterate. People be uncultured. Well, I honestly just, that's all I have.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people be like, oh my God, but you can't call us dumb, illiterate, but you're calling me demonic.
I'm a demon, but I can't say you can't read. Think about it. Which is worse?
But you're calling me demonic. Oh, but you're calling us dumb and uncultured because you are uncultured. Because you are, like, bro, like, some of our ancestors revolted, and we like that. We like that. And when I say that, that's not exclusive to just Caribbean and African. That's also in the Americas.
The Deep South, hello?
Yeah, everybody wasn't on that Nat Turner shit.
No, they weren't.
Not all the slaves wanted to do that. And I'm not saying that as like to shun them, because obviously some of them were just trying to stay alive and stay safe. But, you know, there were Nat Turners, there were Harriet Tubmans, you know, there were Toussaint Louvertures, you know, and then fast forward, there would be Marcus Garvey's, there would be the Black Panther Party. Like, everybody don't want to be a revolutionary.
Nope.
But guess what? I do. And I'm going to celebrate that every chance I get. And I just feel like, you know, some people think that certain celebrations have one look, certain protests have one look. And I'm sorry, I'm Haitian and I'm from the Caribbean, and I'm well versed in Caribbean cultures, and I'm getting more versed in African cultures. And it's just a beautiful thing to it's a beautiful thing to oil yourself down and be blacker than Black and have these, you know what's crazy? I was in Grenada and I saw white folks. It's going to be on my vlog, but I saw white people down there oiling themselves down. I'm going to show you a video. Yes. White people going down to Grenada to basically do blackface.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
That's wow. And nobody said anything.
Hold on. You don't see him yet.
Oh, I thought that was white people. That's black.
See that white person? That's a white man.
Yeah. Ooh, I thought he was.
And I'm gonna pan back over to him because I couldn't believe it. Look at him putting blackface on, literally.
Wow.
Literally, and like,
wow.
He's doing this in the midst of a celebration, in the midst of a protest where we're mocking our, you know, the slave owners. We're mocking that. And he goes down there to do that. You know what I mean? Like, so when you showed me a tweet of somebody saying that I was spoiling the culture, when I'm in the culture and I see white folks showing up, some white folks showed up in like Mardi Gras. Like there was one lady who was like, "Oh, so is this like Mardi Gras?"
But do you think that there are some influencers who are cultural tourists who maybe you got mistaken for? Because there is some fatigue around some travel influencers who
not in my squad. Not in my squad. To be honest, in the squad that I was in, only 4 of us were from America, and I was the only one who wasn't a part of a publication. There was someone from The Root. There was someone from I think Marie Claire. Like somebody from Variety. Like it was Black women who write for these big publications, and they were all from our backgrounds of either Caribbean.
My friend Natasha was there. Natasha from the Griot.
Yeah, she was there. Natasha was there. So yeah, I that's in my group. It wasn't that. Then we had Miss St. Lucia. We had one woman, 2 other women. Like they were the rest of them. Like the most of them were from the other islands. And coming to encourage those other islands to come to Grenada and travel back and forth. So it wasn't giving that, at least for this trip that I was on. It was the best media trip I've been on. I did one with Ebony a couple years ago, and that was great too. But it was a lot of like actors and actresses who had no connection to Carnival culture, Caribbean culture. Like they had no connection. And I'm not shaming that, but I'm saying that was more influencery. That was more influencer to me. This one, it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all.
I don't think it's a coincidence that while your face is trending, suddenly people are questioning your cultural competency. I think sometimes, in the words of Whitney Houston, sometimes people don't let themselves admit that it's envy and convince themselves that it's cultural critique. And I'm sorry, I smelt it in the air like a canine. I was like, this don't feel like critique. It feels like a little bit of envy. Like there she go again.
I never use the word. I don't like using the word jealousy when it comes to
I'll use it for you, friend. I smelt it.
I don't. But when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, y'all are jealous. Oh, y'all invited her because of her reach. Whole time, Grenada didn't invite me. I asked Grenada if I can come.
Ooh, breaking news. Well, ain't that about a bitch?
So Grenada wasn't using me for my reach. I asked. I've been wanting to go to Jab. Some people were like, oh, you did that because you saw. Some people were like, oh, you did that because you saw Housewives. No, first of all, Housewives debuted that like a month ago. There's no planning Carnival in a month. You can't do that. Everything's sold out. This was something I've been working on since last year. I asked. I said, hey, I would love to experience this. Like I've been to other carnivals. Everybody says like this is the one to be at, you know, and I made my case and they allowed me to come.
Yeah.
So it's funny when you see people saying that, oh, they just invited her. They didn't invite me. I asked. And I say that humbly. They
takes me to admit that, like, no, I actually wanted to be there.
I wanted to be there. I asked to be there. And when I tell you another thing is that, and yes, Spice Mass Vocation, I'm definitely working on that. I feel like everybody needs to experience it. But it's funny when you watch people say something and they don't have any idea. They didn't reach out to me. I asked. But I'm so happy I did. And while people were online talking shit about me, the people on the island, they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like some of the Grenadians would come across me like, oh, you're Jessie. Oh, thank you so much for coming. Can we take a picture? Like
they didn't be happy.
They didn't know who I was until they saw the online critique. And for them, they're like, they're seeing the critique, but like, wait a minute, she's down here. She's all up. Oh, we got to find this girl. Cause it's like, most of them won't do that. They'll just like, especially like the influencers, they'll put a little oil here and there. No, I put it all on my face. Like it was, I was like, no, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it full out. And next year when I do it, oh, you just fucking wait on it.
Let me tell you, at some point we need to go to Haiti. You know that. Someone said, yeah, like IET, okay, IET shit.
Yes, oh my God. Like I was talking to Michael Braun today about that. I was like, Michael, how do we do this in fucking Haiti? Like, how do we
you know to call me when this happens, Jessica.
Of course.
You
But
know
I was saying it needs to be a group of us, at least a good 20 of us that are Haitian, that have platforms, that will go down there and not just, twerk and whatever, but we're going to have a good time, but also make it like a media trip to show the world, hey, but a lot of people think that, oh, well, why she hasn't done this in Haiti? We don't have a tourism board.
We don't. And I will say this is somebody who was supposed to go on a Haiti tourism vacation in January, that we're going to meet people and do all these fancy things. It was only 4 of us and they couldn't figure it out with only 4 of us, right? Yeah. They were like, oh, we need more time, maybe next year. So one of the things about being the first independent Black republic is that we have been systemically financially ravaged on purpose to make people look down on us. And so there are things that Haiti takes longer to acquire because there's a literal conspiracy against it. Yeah. That's not me being a conspiracy theorist. Yeah. But I do want it to happen because I'm very passionate about the fact that when y'all say, and I'm going to say this, I have 6 brothers and sisters who are all Dominican. I'm the literal black sheep of my father's children, right? Mm-hmm. As his only Haitian child, and he has 6 Dominican children. I have a deep love for the Dominican Republic because when I see a Dominican person, I'm always like, oh, you remind me of my siblings, right? I get so sad when y'all talk about how beautiful the Dominican Republic is and don't realize that Haiti's the same fucking island. Yeah. It's all beautiful. DR and Haiti are the same island. It's all beautiful. Yeah. It's all beautiful. It's beautiful there because it's also us. It's all beautiful. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. I do want to leave with this because I do see, I made the mistake of looking at the chat. I see some of y'all saying that I'm jealous. What do I have to be jealous of?
Who I got blocked? Tell me.
No, you don't got to block them. I want somebody in the chat to explain to me, what do I have to be jealous of for any woman?
Come to the floor.
Please come to the floor and tell me what I have to be jealous of.
Oh, now it's not the time for this? Like, who wants to?
Before we go, I just want somebody to explain to me what I have to be jealous for. Like, please tell me what I have to be jealous of.
Not they all knocking on Ebony. Let me find Ebony real quick. Ebony, say something so I can block your friend.
Good. Because I'm looking at it, I'm seeing what do I have to be jealous of? I have my own platform. I stay in somebody's airport because I'm traveling. I got a man who loves me down. Can't keep his lips off my motherfucking coochie. I get money, body tea.
Oh, that's sexy.
What do I have to be jealous of? When it comes to anybody.
I like it when y'all talk nasty. I like that, friend.
No, really, like, because y'all in the chat saying she's jealous of what?
Ebony, speak up, friend. Come outside. We're not gonna beat you up. Ebony, say something. Why Ebony quiet now?
Of what?
Y'all please make sure, because I'm just blocking every rose I see now. Shout out to any roses who accidentally got blocked, because if y'all keep playing with me, I'm just gonna block all of them. I need y'all to understand this. Again.
Somebody said, Jessie, don't address the knitters. Yeah, I'm just like, just of what?
Not lips to lips. Okay.
What? Just what? I got all my edges.
Rosie Rose, there she goes. I found her.
Jealous of what? I have all my edges and my leave out do not struggle. What do I have to be jealous of?
Rose, you have a dog face emoji from Snapchat circa 10 years ago. I'm already judging your discernment on that alone. Bye. Oh, that was fun. Oh my God, I think I might have blocked another Rose. Well, the other Rose, I'm sorry. I'll find you and put you back. No, I just started blocking all the Rose. Look, okay, I never said, I'm very protective of people, guys. Y'all already know it's about me. Don't talk about my friends around me. I really will block you. Well, the other Rose, I'll find you and unblock you. Maybe if I feel like it, you should have picked a different name. Somebody said, oof. Jessie, I hope that you had fun. I had a great time.
I did. I had a great time. You gotta send me this too so I can post it too, please.
Yeah, because this was a time, honey. And I hope that we showed that Black women can hold each other accountable, root for each other, mind our business and say we don't care when we don't care without being haters or mean-spirited or mean girls. Because I take great offense that y'all keep calling anybody with critical thought a mean girl on 2025. This is not the year for that. This is not the year to be lazy like that. So we are not mean girls. We are smart girls who root for other smart girls who fuck with Black people heavy, particularly Black people who actually like being Black.
Hello.
On that note, Jessie, I will bid you adieu. Say goodbye to the family. Say goodbye, family.
Good night, y'all.
That was so fun.